Nick, you're going to start us off. And I'll let you tell us. What have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing and finishing off the career mode in Horizon Chase Turbo, which we all have, I know.
Yes, good game.
So, this is actually one of the only indie games on the Switch that I bought pretty much at launch and paid full price for. Just because, well, I think I talked about it before, but Top Gear was the first game I ever played on the Super Nintendo. It was the first game I ever played in general. Like, I got it for Christmas with Mario World, and it's one of my favourite games of all time.
Mm-hmm. It's bound to have some emotional attachment.
A very, very big emotional attachment. So when I saw this and understood that the developers had basically, like, their main idea of this game was to kind of make a remake of Top Gear for the modern day, I was all over it. And I haven't been disappointed. There are a couple of niggles, and it's not quite as good a tribute to Top Gear as I would have liked, but in its own right, it is an absolutely fantastic game for the price that it's at, and I would recommend picking it up. So I managed to finish the career mode, just about. I still need to get a few of the old blue coins. I think I'm at 96% now. Very, very difficult in places, but also a bit too easy at times as well. I actually found the game was a lot more challenging in the playground mode, which is the kind of online mode that they update every 2 weeks. They do challenges every 2 weeks, and you get a specific car, specific set of rules, and you just have to complete the challenge. So some of them were really, really tough. But the career mode was very, like, as you're going through it, it's quite difficult. But as you slowly get the upgrades, you can go back. And a lot of the earlier races that you didn't manage to get gold in or pick up all the blue coins suddenly become very, very easy. So, I mean, there is a little bit of an issue with the difficulty, but overall, I've enjoyed it a lot. So what about you boys? Have you enjoyed playing this game as well? I know you've both finished it, haven't you?
Yeah, I didn't do any of the endurance mode or any of the other things. I did some of the playground stuff, and you're right, that is challenging because they drop you in with a weaker car, basically. You know, they take your upgrades away and then go on, beat this car in a one-on-one. Oof, and that can be very challenging. You're not using your turbos in the right place. You will be severely tasked. I 100% did the story career mode. Got all those blue coins, and yes, there are a few, and I don't know which tracks they are, it was quite a while ago, a few outstanding tracks where those blue coins are positioned on corners that dip, so it's completely obscured. You just don't know where those coins are. You're going in blind into a corner hoping that you're going to catch them all, and you've got to, the analog control's fine, it's not a digital kind of input, you slightly push to the left and your car just slowly moves to the left, and the more you press, the more you move. And yeah, if you don't get that angle right on a blind corner going around a corner while dodging cars, which I'm sure you'll mention as well, Nick, you're gonna miss the coins so easy, and there's quite a few tracks that do that.
Yeah, it's so hard to like line yourself up, especially going around the corners, because like the game is kind of in a way on rails. Like it's sort of like it's pulling you around the corners without you having to like direct yourself, kind of. So it is really difficult. But overall, like the style of the game is like really good, and but like you say, like hitting the back of cars, like if you hit the same car 3 or 4 times in a row, like
frustrating.
Does your head? But on that there, like I had played through the like entire like what's the main game called, the campaign or whatever. I played through all that a few months ago, and I sort of got to the stage where it's like, alright, I've kind of had my fill of the game now. I was maybe sitting about 65-70%, and then Nick's been talking about it recently, and it's dragged me back into the game again, and I'm currently up to 94%, and I'm actually having a really good time with it again. Like, but I will say, what is the point of the boost start? Every time I get one, I just slam into the cars in front. It's what is the point?
I've got that down to a T now. You just you get the boost, and then you gently let off the accelerator until they move away, and then you can just power past them all. It took me a while to figure that out.
There's a couple of times where if you like push right while you get the boost start, you'll boost between two cars, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm off to a flyer. But yeah, that's not very often. You're normally kissing bumper.
It's definitely worth picking up though. Like it's a good game, and I've almost been tempted. I've almost been tempted to get the DLC that's out for it at the minute, the Summer Vibes one.
It's very cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like $179 or something. It's obviously it's got like the convertible, like the sort of Outrun style car.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was never a big fan of Outrun, for example, but yeah, I'm just tempted to give them some money because like it was a review code of the game that I actually got, so I haven't actually contributed any money to the game. So I feel like it deserves something because it is good.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the Any Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.